Lakers have started out 0-3. Like I mentioned, the shooting has been bad. They rank last in both field goal percentage and three-point field goal percentage, and they have shot 25% or worse on threes in 3 straight games, which is the longest streak in franchise history. Jay Will back with us, Brian Windhorst also with us. Wendy, good to see you. Thank you for being with us. And I'll start with you, Wendy. What do you think is the biggest problem facing the Lakers?
Well, it's the minutes that Russell Westbrook is on the court. I mean, actually, when you take a step back, I know we're 1 week into the season, but the Lakers rank second in defense. They've made tremendous strides on their defensive ability from last year. If they played defense like this last year, they'd have been in the playoffs. And so if they could just not be terrible for that stretch of the game when Westbrook is out there, I think they could actually probably stabilize. I don't think they've got a high ceiling for this season, but they are not this bad. And one of the things I think that the Lakers deal with that I don't know if everybody completely understands is that they face a pressure to treat stars a certain way because their brand within the league is to get stars to come play there. A 7th grader could watch this team and say, don't play Westbrook. You look at the analytics, LeBron and AD, when they play out there together without Westbrook, they're an excellent squad. When Westbrook is out there with LeBron and AD, they go into the negative territory pretty significantly, and that's who they're beginning and starting games with. So anybody who knows basketball a little bit could say, just take Russ off the court. And I eventually think that's what they're going to do, and probably relatively soon. But they have this other layer, guys, where they have to pay respect for him, because I have to say, I remain fascinated by the support that Russell Westbrook enjoys in this league. Just last week, after the Lakers played the Clippers in their home opener, Paul George came out and really was critical of people criticizing Westbrook when clearly he was a big reason they lost the game. So part of what's going on here is the Lakers want to give Westbrook absolutely every single possibility, not just out of respect to him, but as a message to other star players they may recruit in the future that we won't treat you badly.
Well, let me help out the players here, okay? Russell Westbrook never, ever cheats us with effort. Ever. He shows up. He goes all out all the time. His defense, especially against the Clippers on those 3 possessions late in the game, sensational defense in front of Kawhi Leonard. Caused 3 consecutive turnovers. There's no doubt about that. Credentials as a future Hall of Famer, no doubt. Nobody can knock that. He just can't shoot. To Paul George and all of those players who support him, you have every right to support him because the attacks that have been made against him have been a bit extreme. What's not extreme is folks pointing out that you can't shoot in an era where if you're playing the guard spot, you need to be able to shoot. That's all. Nothing more than that. But here's the problem. Where the problem lies is Russell Westbrook is an alpha male. Russell Westbrook is known as being dogged and strong with his belief in himself and the way he goes about doing things. And there are folks that say, in the face of what you're doing, what you're producing, shooting 8% from three-point range, 1 for 12 on the season, and 28% from the field, might behoove you not to shoot the damn ball unless you attack in the basket. That's all. The one thing that I will say is this. Brian, you can go with this as well. And I'll go to you, Jay, with this last words. We got to stop just bringing up Russell Westbrook. Anthony Davis shooting 20% from three-point range. Anthony Davis, I came on the air and talked about how Anthony Davis was a top 7 player. I take it back. Damn it, he don't look like.
How do you know what I have down on my paper? Right in front. How do you know I had that down?
He don't look like he even wants to go anywhere near the basket. And my point is, yo, bro, you too big, you too skilled, you too talented. What has happened to Anthony Davis? We need to be talking, yes, Russell Westbrook can't shoot, but that's about it. We need to be talking less about Russell Westbrook and more about Anthony Davis. Because, damn it, I expected better.
Can I add on to that?
Yes.
That was exactly my point. Do you know when Anthony Davis got traded in 2019, I looked up some titles of some articles, some headlines. Do you know what they were saying? Anthony Davis, a top 5 player, gets traded to the Lakers. Anthony Davis traded among biggest in Laker history, along with Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Pau Gasol.
Wow.
That's where the expectations were for AD. Now, I know it translated to a championship in the bubble. I get that. Congratulations. But like, what happened to the days of us talking about AD that he was going to carry LeBron James? Like, I watched Damian Lillard last night. You talked about it earlier,
time.
right?
Dame time.
Dame time. I watched Luka. I watched some players. Yo, it's their time where they're carrying the load. So I get that Russell Westbrook is an issue. I get that he has to fix that. I get LeBron James was in the MVP conversation last year at 37, still year 20. He's still playing at a pretty high level. Just to double down on your point, it feels like this team is a team of excuses. And I'm tired of the excuses. And the excuse, main number one, starts AD needs to be that player to carry this franchise. Is he the face moving forward? I don't know anymore. Stephen A., I don't know.
Wendy, Jay, I'll throw this by y'all. We talked about Russell Westbrook, and Russell Westbrook needs to be gone, right? Because he just doesn't fit in what LA is doing, okay? And Kendrick Perkins alluded to the fact that he might not want to be there, or they might not elect to sit him down. Should we rule out whether or not AD should be traded?
No, everything should be on the table.
Yeah?
Everything.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.